Today, a Pringle man appeared in court for a change of plea hearing for his alleged involvement in setting 9 different structure and wildland fires in Custer County between August 28th and September 30th of last year. Originally, 31-year-old Jeremiah Stange pleaded not guilty to all 9 felony arson and reckless burning counts. Part of a plea agreement, he was looking to plead guilty but mentally ill to 6 of those counts, a combination of second-degree arson and reckless burning, with the other charges being dismissed. But at today's hearing, the Custer County State's attorney said documents from Stange's doctor to substantiate that plea came in too late.
As part of a guilty but mentally ill plea, there needs to be some testimony before the court to substantiate that plea, and that was unable to be facilitated prior to today's hearing.
If Stange ultimately pleads guilty, he faces up to 60 years in prison. Stange's next hearing is set for July 10th in Pennington County.